Blades of the Forgotten City, Chapter 2. The Marked One. The storm had followed her into the mountains. Wind clawed at her cloak, tearing dust and cold into her skin, but Kira pushed on. Each step was heavier than the last, her body still aching from the battle in the ruins. The relic's mark still burned faintly on her arm, a ghostly reminder of what she had awakened. By dawn, she stumbled upon a village tucked into the folds of the cliffs. Smoke drifted from chimneys and stone huts clung stubbornly to the mountainside. Relief stirred in her chest until she noticed the way the people stared. A child's cry broke the quiet. Women pulled their children inside and men stepped back, whispering, eyes fixed on the faint glow crawling under her sleeve. "That mark," one villager gasped, his face pale. "The prophecy," another spat on the ground. "She'll bring ruin here." Kira froze, her hand instinctively moving to cover the mark. The weight of 100 accusing eyes pressed down on her. An old man stepped forward, leaning heavily on a carved staff. His eyes, clouded with age yet sharp as blades, lingered on her arm. He raised a hand to silence the crowd. "Or salvation," he said. His voice was rough but steady. "Come, child, we must talk." Inside the elder's hut, the air smelled of smoke and herbs. Kira sat near the fire, feeling its warmth sink into her chilled bones. The elder reached for her arm with surprising steadiness, pulling her sleeve back. The symbol glowed faintly in the dim light, curling across her skin like molten runes. "The mark of the chosen," the elder murmured. His eyes flicked to hers. Long ago, when the empire fell, the relic chose a warrior to challenge the cursed king. That warrior bore this same mark. Kira pulled her arm back sharply. "And what happened to them?" The elder's silence was answer enough. "I never asked for this," she muttered, fists tightening. "Destiny rarely asks," the elder said, leaning forward, his gaze hard. "It demands." A shout split the night. Kira was on her feet instantly, hand on her sword. A villager burst into the hut, eyes wide with terror. "They found us!" The air outside had turned to ice. Fog rolled through the streets like a living thing, carrying with it the metallic stench of blood. From the mist, armored figures emerged, shadow knights, their blades glowing with cursed light. Their heavy steps echoed like war drums. The villagers screamed, scattering for safety. Kira planted herself in the center of the square, drawing her blade with a sharp ring. "Stay behind me," she shouted. The first knight came fast, its sword crashing down in a storm of sparks. Kira's arm shook under the impact, but she twisted, driving her blade through its chest. The thing hissed, dissolving into black mist. But more came. 2, then 4, encircling her. Their strikes were heavier, faster. Kira's lungs burned as she parried, every clash of steel rattling her bones. "They're stronger than before," she thought, teeth gritted. Her arms ached, her knees buckled. She wouldn't hold much longer. Then the air shifted, a blur of movement, silent, precise. A hooded figure dropped from the rooftops, twin daggers flashing in the firelight. One knight's throat split open in a spray of dark mist. Another reeled back, slashed across the helm. The stranger landed lightly beside her, cloak billowing in the smoke. His voice was calm, steady, as though the chaos around them meant nothing. "If you want answers," he said, daggers dripping shadow, "follow me." Before Kira could respond, he hurled a small sphere at the ground. Smoke erupted, thick and choking, swallowing the square in seconds. Villagers coughed and scattered into the night as the shadow knights roared in fury. Kira felt a hand grab her wrist, pulling her through the haze. Her sword was still in her grip, but her mind reeled with questions. "Who are you?" she demanded, running at his side, the mist swallowing their steps. The stranger didn't look back. Only the glow of his eyes burned beneath the hood as he answered. "Your guide," he said softly, "and perhaps your only chance to survive."